Welcome to Commercial Motor TV in association with Volvo Trucks. It's the third and final day of the Commercial Vehicle Show 2013 at the Birmingham NEC. Today we're focusing on safety. We've got safety between trucks and cyclists, and we've got how truck drivers can help with road accidents. First, we're going to take a look at Cycle Alert. One of the hot topics in road transport at the moment is cycle safety. And maybe one of the solutions to that is the Cycle Alert sensor. I'm here with Peter, co-founder of Cycle Alert. Tell us where you got the idea from.
Hi. Cycle Alert came from listening to a radio interview with a HGV driver who had tragically killed a cyclist. Myself and my co-founder were very keen in technology and entrepreneurs, and we were looking at ways that technology could help prevent serious accidents and fatalities between cyclists and HGV drivers.
Okay, so let's step outside and see how this system works.
The system works, it's made up of three parts. The first part is a cycle sensor which lives on the cycle. It can also be worn by the cyclist, either on their person or attached to a helmet. That sends out a signal which says, "I am a cyclist." And that signal is detected by three sensors which live on the vehicle. There's a sensor here on the front, a sensor in the middle, and a sensor at the rear. They in turn send a signal to a central cab unit, which then alerts the driver to the cyclist's presence. And that's both audio, it says cyclist, and visual, it's left, right, front, rear.
Staying with cycle safety, we're going to look at Brigade Electronics. Here on the Brigade stand, they're launching the Smarteye system, a new way of addressing concerns around safety with blind spots on commercial vehicles. David, tell us more about Smarteye.
Smarteye is a 4-camera system with the cameras mounted high on the truck, on the side, the front and the rear. It then takes all those 4 images, they go through an image processor, and they give the driver a 360-degree view as if it's a bird's eye view of the vehicle. This eliminates all the blind spots, and it's a lot less distracting for the driver than having to look in multiple mirrors, and also the other option would be to look at multiple images on a monitor, and that can be quite confusing at times for the driver. With this, he gets one image that shows the whole truck from a bird's eye view.
Excellent. Well, let's see it from the driver's point of view then.
Here we have the monitor, and on the monitor we have an image of the top of the truck. It's not actually the top of the truck because the cameras are mounted at either side of the truck, at the front and at the back. The image is then stitched together, takes into account the space that the truck is taking up, and there we have the bird's eye view as far as the driver is concerned.
And finally, Driver First Assist, a new initiative launched at the CV show this year. You don't expect to see a road traffic accident at the CV show, but that's what we've got here on the Driver First Assist stand. This is a new initiative whereby truck drivers will effectively help the emergency services in the advent of a crash. So, David, tell us more about this initiative.
Driver First Assist has been created because at the moment we spend quite a lot of time and resources on trying to prevent accidents from happening in the first place, but we spend very little time trying to deal with the situation once an RTC, or a road traffic collision, has occurred. We know that about 50% of people that are killed in RTCs are actually dead before the emergency services arrive. For example, you're dead from a blocked airway in about 4 minutes. The ambulance target time is 8, so it's not difficult to see why that is the case and why there is so much more that we can do.
So what training will drivers need in order to be part of this initiative?
Well, they have to join Driver First Assist. The training is being produced by the emergency services, delivered by the emergency services, so it doesn't get any better than that. And the training broadly falls into 2 categories. There's the first aid part, and then there's the scene management part. Now, the scene management is getting the emergency services to the incident, properly resourced with accurate locational information in the first instance, getting that information to them so they know what they're coming to and what they need to bring with them. In the meantime, the driver first assist has his first aid skills and will then be looking to assist people that may need that vital first aid prior to the emergency services arriving.
Okay. So, Steve, what does this mean for you? How does it help one of the emergency services?
Well, as David's just said, we have a lag period from the time a collision occurs to the time that the first blue light responder can get there. Now, it might be police, it might be fire, it might be ambulance service, but there is this significant lag. Even in the areas of the West Midlands, big conurbation, large motorway network, you think we can get there fairly quickly, but if the traffic is against us, that 8 minutes response could turn into 15 or 20. So what this does, it gives us a resource. We've got lorry drivers there at the scene by virtue of being trapped in the traffic, all of which traditionally they've all tried to do their best for the best reasons. Some have done really well and some have done not so well. What we're trying to do is put some structure around that, give them some strict guidance about what they can do, what they can't do, and all that's going to shortcut the timescales for the emergency services so we can respond more accurately and more rapidly.
Excellent, thank you. Well, that's it for our coverage of the CV Show 2013. It's been a tremendous show, lots of visitors, some great innovations being launched. We'll see you next year in 2014.